Nicole here from A Healthy Profit. Yesterday I ran my first half marathon and today I'm feeling a bit of the effects from it. So I did a mobility routine yesterday, but now today I'm going to do another routine just to help my muscles stretch a little bit, get some flexibility here, and lubricate my joints. So here goes nothing. I'm going to start first with foam rolling. This is not a foam roller, it's like a massager, but you can also use a foam roller. I do like the stick. So I'm going to start with my hips and quads here. So I'm going to start in the quads and then kind of move over into the IT band. So the IT band runs from the top of the hip to the top of the knee. Feels really good. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just being sure not to roll over the knee. We want to protect the knee and the bony prominence there. I found a spot that really needs it, so I'm going to spend a little extra time there, rolling back and forth. Again, a foam roller would do just as well if you don't have a massage stick at home. I'm going to find my way into a low lunge. So from the low lunge, I'm going to flow a little bit here. So here I'm getting a nice hip flexor in the back leg, and then as I flow back, I get a great hamstring stretch in the front leg. So I'm just going to inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, open up the heart, open up the chest, exhale, release. And I'll do this a few times. I'll do it for as little or as long as I feel like I need. Maybe if I'm really getting an awesome hamstring stretch here, I'll just hold this pose for a while, making sure to keep my chest open and my head, nose, and forehead all comes forward, right? No rounding of the spine, but getting length in the spine and then folding will get you the best hamstring stretch, right? So kind of going back and forth a few times here. Once I'm done with one leg, I just will find my way into child's pose. Toes touch, knees spread wide, sink the hips into the heels. Take a deep breath, and then on your inhale, really twisting throughout the thoracic spine. My thoracic spine, that mid-back, is really tight. So I'm just gonna oscillate back and forth, trying to breathe through the stretch. And I'm even feeling a great stretch all through the bottom of my shoulder, in through the lats. Maybe rock a little bit, right? So this is mobility, this lubricating of the joints, this movement, this motion that you're getting here. And then coming forward, just kind of pushing the hips forward, pushing the hips back. Pushing the hips forward, opening the chest. Exhale, release. And I'll just do one more time. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you sink back. Yeah. And then we'll go into the low lunge on the other side. Again, hip flexor in the back. Hamstring stretch in the front. And while I'm here, I'll try to kind of relax my calf just by letting it loose here. So you don't want to point the toe and you don't want to flex the foot either. You just want to kind of keep the foot neutral. That'll relax the calf. I'm going to take my massage roller and again, I'm just going to really get into the calf muscle here. The calf muscle, there's two parts of the calf. We're really just working the superficial part of the calf through foam rolling. Again, you'd want to be careful for the bony prominences, so we're not coming in the front at all. We're sticking straight into the back, that muscular belly part of the muscle, right? And I feel some resistance here, so I'm really gonna power through this. It doesn't feel great. I'm not pushing through pain though, that's the key. Whenever you're doing mobility, exercise in general, strengthening, you never want to push through pain, right? So this is uncomfortable, but it's not overly painful. And then of course, I'll do my other calf to balance it out. You could even come all the way down into the Achilles. It's really, really good for runners. Yeah, awesome. That felt really good. We'll come back to foam rolling in a little bit. While we're here, we'll come to like a crouch pose, and I'll use my elbows to push the knees away And that way there. I can do some mini rotations, dropping one shoulder, dropping the other. And if you want to intensify it, maybe you really open up. Open and inhale. Yeah. It should again feel really, really good. And just do this as much as you want. You could go faster than me, you can go slower than me, you can do 100 more repetitions than me if you want. From here, I'm gonna heel toe my feet in to that forward fold. I'm gonna step one foot back. I'm in my high crescent lunge. So here, note that I'm trying to draw the back heel down. The front knee is drawing forward, so I'm getting the stretch right here in the hip flexor, back leg. I'll turn and do the other side. Really trying to draw that heel down, step the feet together, and then switch. Turn so you're sideways. And then while you're here, give yourself a nice forward fold. Cut to that flat back. Fold and release. And again, if you want to incorporate some more mobility, you can do some twists. Right, maybe some thoracic rotations here. So my mobility routine really just encompasses a little bit of everything. All joints. And I just like to kind of have fun with it. So I'm flowing from one pose to the next. And now I'm going through track star pose. So track star pose, and I'll just show you guys from the side. You're coming back and forth. Okay. Options to always keep your hands down, but your chest is staying upright. And maybe one side really needs that stretch a lot, so I'm getting the stretch right here, right on my adductors, my inner thigh muscles. Try to keep the chest open, maybe rotate back a little bit, and then do the other side. So good. And don't forget to breathe. So the reason why I love track star pose is because you can see I'm getting mobility of my ankle, right? This is similar to that crouch that we were in before, right? So this is gonna help me with my deep depth of squats. Same with my knee mobility here. And then of course I'm getting some great stretching and flexibility through my adductors. So we're encompassing a little bit of everything. All right, I think I wanna go back to foam rolling now. So I'm just gonna come into this position. It's already a great hip opener. And then I'm just gonna continue to work through my IT band, even a little bit into my glutes here. So I'm gonna start up in the glute med region, and then I'm gonna work my way down into that IT band. Again, just being really cautious not to ever roll over the knee. And again, I'm feeling a really tight spot right there. Okay, I'm gonna switch sides. So getting great mobility in my hips here, right? Oh, it's so tight. I'm genuinely shocked that I was able to run my first half marathon yesterday. Honestly, I did it kind of on a whim. I was supposed to run 5 miles to make a total of 20 for the week. And Justin had said to me, I'm going to run a half marathon tomorrow. You should just like start on the trail with me. And I said, I think I might try it with you. From here, staff pose, inhale your arms up. Exhale, we'll take that forward fold. So again, lengthening and then reach and fold. Just stay here for a moment and just feel the sensation down the back of the legs. So he kind of inspired me, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, I set my mind to it. I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just run for as long as I possibly can. I didn't go into it saying like I have to run 13.1 miles. I went into it just saying I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna run as long as I can. I have never run more than like 6 miles at a time. So I got up to about 8 miles, and then I just took a minute because my calves were feeling it. So I walked for like a minute or two, and then really for the rest of the time, I went all in. I finished in 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it wasn't fast, but it wasn't too slow. So I'm really proud of myself. I feel like if you set your mind and your body to do something, you can totally do it. So that was cool. So from this position, I know that after running, the bottom of my feet were really, really sore, and we want to prevent plantar fasciitis, right? So since I have the flexibility that allows for it, I'm going to get into my foot muscles. I'm going to get into the plantar fascia and just go up and down massaging it. If the flexibility isn't there yet, you can just kind of cross and you can massage like this. You're still getting great mobility of your hip by massaging it this way. And what I'm doing is I'm using my thumbs to just push to find some kind of like trigger points. Like, okay, I just found one that hurts, and I'm just gonna hold my thumb pressing into that spot. We have to maintain mobility for proper form and function with all of our exercises. So it's super important. So that's kind of my routine. I think I would go through that maybe one more time. I might end with some stretches with the stretch strap, but that feels good for me. I feel a lot more mobile. I might even take my actual foam roller out and like sit on it for my glutes, but that felt good and that worked for me. I'll do that almost after every single run. I might even do it before a run if I'm not weightlifting for as long. So give that a try, scan your body, notice what's tight and what is limited, and then work on those spots. Thanks for watching.